Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm instructed by Mr Jhangir and Mahmood of Bishop Lloyd Jackson's solicitors, led by Mr Weatherby, who apologises as he's another professional commitment today.
Right, yes.
I have two topics that I wanted to respond to very briefly, sir, both arising from the substantive focus of our submissions. And the first is with regard to position statements, sir. And can I ask you to consider our short paragraph, paragraph 16, in which we set out what we consider to be the appropriate content of the position statements. And what we say there is that it should set out the party's position as to what happened and what failures, if any, they acknowledge as falling within their responsibility. So we say a concise but precise form of words there as to what is envisaged, and we emphasise the importance of that being endorsed with a statement of candour. And with that run up to the wicket, as Mr Beer would put it, we would support his suggestion that that be addressed by the means of a direction in the context of the Rule 14, I believe it is, directions with regard to the opening statements. But it's important to appreciate, sir, that they are different animals, and we don't agree that their value is more illusory than real in situations in which one party is not able to bind another party. Because the statements, not only are they very meaningful for the families to hear, for the bereaved and the residents, and those affected by the disaster more generally, it's also the case that it will assist your inquiry as to how the inquisitorial process is focused. And it may be material that each of the state core participants appear to support the making of position statements, which is perhaps significant progress that is learning that has arisen from the Hillsborough inquest. And clearly, if Mr Catchpole does wish to advise his client not to make one, then it's our proposal that he should give reasons for not doing so.
All right.
So secondly and briefly, with regard to disclosure, a topic that has occupied quite rightly a significant portion of these hearings. And we would like to emphasise that the specificity of the request that your inquiry have made, and which we've now learned about in the course of these hearings, underlines for us the importance of our request for openness and transparency with regard to the process of disclosure. Everything we've heard has served to further emphasise the importance of that. And in that context, we support Mr Catchpole's remarks. And we also agree that it's important that the process is structured, and we commend to you paragraph 10 of our instructions, in which we set out in some detail our understanding of how this process should work. And we emphasise there, sir, the three stages: production to your inquiry, disclosure to the core participants, and the preparation of bundles. And it's only the core bundles that will be relied upon in the questioning of witnesses. So we strongly disagree that the core participants cannot scrutinise 200,000 documents. We are experienced, we have that skill set, we've done it before, and clearly it has to be supported with active case management. But finally, on disclosure, we emphasise and agree with a number of the submissions that early disclosure is possible. It doesn't have to be chaotic. We'd much prefer it structured. But as soon as we get started, the better, and the tranche approach is not inconsistent with good management. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, Mr Millett.